cold brew coffee at the coffee shop. It's going to run on the average $7. Okay? It's cold brew coffee. So it's coffee. It has ice cubes in it. And it has some kind of sweetener. Some of us like our coffee black. You can also get that. And it's still gonna cost you several bucks at a coffee shop. Okay? I'm gonna show you how to make it at home for next to nothing. That's gonna save you a lot of money. Watch this. That's nice. Here's a pot of coffee I brewed this morning. Saving money doesn't have to be hard. Well, good morning, y'all. Now, I was only kind of joking about that a little bit. So after getting a few phone calls yesterday, after dropping the video on how to make your own mayonnaise at home, yeah, $8 for a jar of mayonnaise. Something's got to give. You might as well give some time in the kitchen and make your own. That's what I was getting at. There are a ton of things that we can do every day to save money somewhere. I'm sorry, I've got one of those little hairs that's annoying me. I was snuggling Czar. He has very fine hair anyway. You know, like the iced coffee thing, right? That is trending so hard, and it has been for several years. Iced coffee, cold brew coffee. You swing into a drive-thru on your way to work because that's your habit, and you get your coffee, and that's what you do. That's part of your work day, right? It's $7 to $10 that you're spending. So on the light end, that's $35 a week. If you only go one time, that's $35 over a work week, Monday through Friday. Okay? Like you saw, I brewed a pot of coffee this morning. I wanted some iced coffee. What did I do? I walked over to the ice maker and dropped some ice cubes in it, called her good. You want to really fancy it up? Put in some kind of creamer that makes you feel good. Pennies. That's a lot of money saved over time. You think about that, right? So it got me to thinking after getting, I got several phone calls and a bunch of texts and people asking me seriously, hey, do you have any other ideas, ways to help us save money? So I'm going to run down some of my favorites, some of the ones that I personally have done. Now, they may or may not work for you. Like I had somebody say yesterday on the mayonnaise video, hey, I don't like mustard. Okay. Then that's probably not going to be a cost saver for you. It's okay. When I give you ideas, I'm telling you what has worked for us. Not necessarily anything you're going to agree with, but maybe you can take some of what I say and apply it to your own lifestyle and take a look at ways you can save money for you. Okay, so let me give you a few ideas. I think you guys may have or may not have seen. If you haven't seen it, I did a video on making homemade laundry detergent. And I got to tell you guys, I've been using it for a month and it does a fantastic job. So there I'm saving basic and I'm going low end on this, I'm saving $20 a month right there. Again, it doesn't seem like it's a whole lot, right? It adds up at the end of the year. What could you do with an extra $250, $300? Okay? Think about that. All right, so let's talk about a couple other things. Go to bed a little earlier at night. When you get to be my age, excuse me, those late night burns are a thing of the past, or usually. I still have a few in me, but going to bed a little earlier, you're turning off everything in the house, you're locking it up, and you're going to bed. Look at all the stuff you're not running. So maybe go to bed an hour earlier every night. Okay. Every fourth month, and sometimes every third month. And again, apply this to your situation, how it works for you best. I limit all of our spending to essential only. Essential only. If we don't have to have it, if it is not absolutely necessary, if it is not a utility bill, if it is not an insurance bill, if it is not something that is absolutely necessary, we don't spend the money. The last month that we did that was actually January. You know, we saved almost $500. Where's that money going? Golly. Stupid stuff like, hey, you know, I'm kind of hungry. You want to grab a burger while we're out? That's $30 anymore. $30. Because we didn't drive all the way home and fix our own food. Yeah. Here's another way that I personally save money. I used to get my hair and nails done at least once a month. It was one of my guilty pleasures. And then we moved here, and I decided I was going to grow my hair out, right? Any little frou-frou things that I want to get done, I do them on my own. It's not like YouTube doesn't exist and you can't find a video that tells you how to do everything. You have the knowledge. You have the resource. Use it. Getting my nails done, if I would just if I just went into my salonist just to get my nails done, that was $60 to $80 a pop. With tip added in, and yeah, I tipped well because she did a good job. That's a lot of money. So I got on Amazon and I found a UV nail dryer. I bought some gel. I bought all the stuff to do my own nails. And I was doing my own nails. Now we moved here. Like I said, excuse me, I got something in my throat this morning. I decided I wanted to grow my hair out just as long as I could, because when I was a kid, my mom used to literally give me a bowl cut and I looked like a dork. It was very short. She called it a page boy. I called it embarrassing anyway. I always wanted long hair. Well, now I have it. And it's a hassle, but I like it. Anyway, I don't even do my own nails anymore. I'm lucky that they're clean, but I keep them short. I mean, I'm doing too much stuff around here. I cannot keep my nails nice, okay? So that's a pile of money being saved. The other thing I do, so Joel works a regular job. So that helps, right? But he works a regular job. Most of his coworkers go out for lunch. Since the day, well, even before we got married, I made his lunch. I still make his lunch. And I'm not buying special things to do. I love to bake. So I make cookies or I make something on the weekend. And that'll last the week, right? I look for things on sale. Last week I found a turkey breast, smoked turkey breast, on sale for an incredibly good price. I got a big Mondo one for like $5. Oh, I snagged it. We have a meat slicer. We slice our own deli meat. I do the same thing with ham. I do the same thing with roast beef, right? So we've always got a variety of deli meats to make sandwiches with. The other thing that saves us money, I make a little extra at night for our supper, and he takes it as leftovers the next day. It works out great and is very time saving because I'm not having to get up in the morning and make a bunch of stuff to throw into his lunchbox. Okay? Make it once, make it stretch a few meals. Another thing, so understand me, I'm not advocating for plant-based anything. All of that is chemical. It's a chemical process. The whole plant-based thing it's scary to me. Now, I do believe that if you're growing your own food, right? Like you're growing your lettuce, you're growing your tomatoes. Yeah, that's different. Eat as much of that as you possibly can. It's good for you. It's good for your soul. It's good for your heart. But let's say you live in an apartment and you just simply can't. Well, here's what I do. At least one day a week, we are eating a meat alternative meal. It might be omelets for supper. It might be a tuna salad. I make a big tuna salad with all kinds of goodness in it, and if I have a spare tomato here and I've got part of a cucumber over here, I cut everything up and I throw it in with the tuna, mix it all up with my mayonnaise. And I'll add all kinds of goodies in there. I'll add peas in, I'll add whatever's in there. Whatever's in there, I will throw it in with the tuna, mix it all up, and we eat it on a bed of lettuce with some crackers. It's a really good meal, especially as the weather starts getting hot. I'm not heating up the kitchen. Ta-da! So that's one of the things, and I'm incorporating more fish in, which is a good thing. We have a stocked pond. Maybe you're not as fortunate. Maybe you don't have a place where you can go fishing. Well, as a general rule, fish is still pretty affordable compared to beef, right? So incorporate some of the healthy choices in that take the place of the more expensive beef-based meals. So those are some of the ideas to navigate through these really troubled waters. And as we go along, I'll do a few of these from time to time as I think of ways to save money. But really, the bottom line is this. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. It doesn't matter who you vote for. I don't need to know that. It's none of my business, right? The bottom line is we're all here to walk each other home. Some of us need to do a much better job of it. I know I'm one, so it starts here. But let's start finding out ways that we can help one another to navigate through. All right, you guys, until the next one, be blessed. Be happy. Keep looking up. Say thank you. Keep that attitude of gratitude. Oh, and you know what, guys? Tonight is Friday Night Shenanigans. Don't miss it. We go on at 8, right after Rambling with the Brooms, Scott over there, and Simply Jan Homestead at 6. Freedom Redbird at 5. She kicks off the whole shebang. We go at 8. Guys, come hang out with us. Let's have some fun. All right, now for real. We'll catch you on the flip. Bye.